Welcome, everyone. Welcome, new subscribers and returning subscribers. This is your goddess, high priestess, Empress Agala Pantera, and this will be a general collective message. So let's go ahead and tap in. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the infinite creator. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the constellations. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the solar systems. And I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the planets. Ashe, 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 Amun-Ra, Aibobo, so shall it be. All right, y'all. So let's get into what Source wants the collective to surrender as we are all closing out cycles, and Mercury retrograde is really assisting with grounding a lot of this high vibrational energy. So let's see what the message of surrender is, and we'll take it from there. All right. Message of surrender for the collective. Message of surrender for the collective. Message of surrender. So at the foundation of this, currently, you have surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Now, this is quite fitting for Jupiter and Pisces, which is connected to alternatives when it comes to your well-being and really seeing the effects of it. But it really depends on your level of mindset. If you're more focused on being pessimistic, then you'll receive the effects of that. And if you're optimistic, you'll receive the effects of that. One is a lower frequency, the other one is a higher frequency. Okay, so let's see what comes out. Let's see why this is. Let's see what's at the top. Okay, surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Because nature has an amazing way of showing you the process. First and foremost, process and the process of regeneration, to regrow or to be reborn. What's the message for the collective? Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So really connecting your heart to your mind, really being balanced when it comes to your emotions and your thoughts. More so your feelings and your thoughts, because the emotions flow through each of those as it is energy and motion. Source wants you to keep your eyes on yourself at this current moment, collective, because this will help you to surrender comparing yourself, as comparison is the thief of joy, because you're no longer looking at the ability you have that you've been gifted with, which is now taking away the source, vibration, frequency from who you are to connect to something that is not fully or at all you. So let's see what else this comes out with. Two cards. The bottom of the deck being surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the silence within. Silence can heal and replenish you, especially when it comes to comparing yourself to others or situations or just things that are happening on social media. Surrender to silence so that you're able to cultivate gratitude, inner peace, inner strength, inner wisdom, because that still voice inside of you is ready to connect to the heart and connect to you fully. And I mean connect to you where you can hear it, you can feel it, and you can think it. And so shall it be. Two cards that came out. Surrender, denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. This will allow you, this is also connected, as you can see here, to either the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, as those are tarot cards where you're surrounded by swords or your thoughts, but not seeing clearly. What could really help to get things moving forward is to see from the mind's eye, the eye of the soul, which will allow you to accept people and situations exactly as they are. If you view everything from a soul level, you'll be able to connect to that Mahat's energy of balance, because you're viewing it from the soul, not the flesh. Then you have surrender to success. Reflection. Venus in Capricorn retrograde is showing you mirrored souls and the butterfly effect of that as well. So seeing the mirrored souls of other connections or other relationships and how they're mirrored souls, and where you are to accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Because in denying the difficulties is similar to comparing oneself with the thief of all joy. And now you won't be able to fully see what it is through the soul or the mind's eye. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Let's continue. Now we know what the message of surrender is. Let's get a little bit more from the Intuit Oracle so we can look at this as the words you may have been telling yourself. And if there's something that comes out within these cards, it's just a confirmation, because that's what these messages really are. It's just confirming things that you already know. Let's see what we got. What is the message? Intuit Oracle. Because what you know about yourself is what you become. Know thyself. If you know you're the one, you'll be the one. If you know you're not, you won't be. If you tell yourself you'll always be connected to a certain energy, then you will be. Low or high frequency. The bottom of the deck here, we have the gavel. Conviction, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decision, assertion, for a Sagittarius. This will also be connected to the moon in Sag, Deacon, and that's where the moon is at this time. Your emotions are really connecting themselves, or you are having this sense of feeling where there's a divine intervention happening. It's not for anything for you to explain, but it just is. And it's the justice scales in the back. It's divine energy. It just is. What is the message here for the collective? This, okay. So this is quite an important message here. Friends. At the bottom of the deck, we have family. So family and friends here. It's time for you to experience abundance when it comes to your soul tribe, those who reflect you, networking with the energies that reflect you. Here we have social media as well popping through. Togetherness, friendliness. Now I like to look at friends as soul tribes instead. Only because I am one to break down letters and words and connecting Fry to Friday, which would be Venus Day. There has to be a change, or it tends to be changes when it comes to your core values, depending on the energy that surrounds you. Is this something you can take along with you? Especially if it has to do with comparing yourself. If you are that person that's comparing yourself to others, it's time to ask yourself why, and really get to work on that. Could it have something to do with parents, you as a child or your children, siblings? Has this happened as you were growing up? Or this could be habits that are coming to the surface, may not be physically happening, okay? But the energy, something that can't be created nor transformed, created nor destroyed, excuse me. It can only be transferred or transformed. This could possibly be a network or social media, something that you are viewing on social media that is teaching you how to, which is the response from source, the how, to surrender denial, that you may be comparing yourself, or this may be an energy around you that you may still be holding on to that compares themselves to you. And this is what Venus and Capricorn is showing you as far as a mirrored soul. Because it's a reflection of your inner world. So does it stay or does it go? These two cards that came. I know you see here it says going down the rabbit hole, waking from the dream. We have the knight and the person of air. Now we can look at this because it is a knight involved. This could be the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy, a mutable energy, one that is of great communication, eloquent, rational, upright, quick-witted, unemotional. You may be someone, or you are that person that communicates well, and you have people around you who don't, and they compare themselves to you for whatever reason, or you may be doing this. But it's time to uplift yourself, be more confident in your power to express what it is that you are here and willing to do. Allowing yourself to enjoy life by focusing on you, like it says here. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Strength is connected to Leo. This is the Leo card. So it's basically surrendering to the divine, which is basically allowing yourself to let go, to have a process, or to embark on the process of regeneration, to be renewed in the ways that you think and express those thoughts. You yourself becoming that great mentalist. And with it saying unemotional here for the person of air, this could also be where you're being more logical about your situations in romance. Because in the past, you may have just been focused on whether this person sees you rather than you seeing if this person fits your higher purpose or where you're going. Okay? So, it's time for you to show up collective for yourself. So that way you can connect to those social relationships that bring harmony and balance to the power of your will. Let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say. Angels and ancestors, what is the message for the collective when it comes to focusing on their own strengths, attractiveness, and power? Message for the collective to focus on their own strength, attractiveness, and power. We have at the bottom of the deck, release the old and rest. At the top, connect with your emotions. Connect to the way you feel about what you're releasing. Because you may have connected, but not fully, in order to really come up with a solution or to handle whichever matter it is that requires you to release the old and rest. So therefore, you are able to be graceful in movement and action moving forward and receiving what it is that you want. Because you have all the tools to create the life that you want. But now, like the great mentalist or the person of air, Aquarius energy, you have to know this about yourself. But there's something that must be released here. Let's leave this out so we can clarify it. Okay. It felt as a card going across as a helpful energy, but also appears as a challenge. So it sounds like something that's being exercised. Following the voice of your own soul. the star ancestor. So this is when situations become overwhelming. You may have been someone who seek validation from another person rather than surrendering to the divine, so that way you're able to fully align to what it is that this process truly meant, or this challenge truly meant, so that way you're able to rise on up. Anyone for the collective? Again, this fell across it with the protection guardian. Drop your shields. Why this is. Let go of the need to be right. What must the collective surrender to let go of this energy source? As I removed these two cards, because I wanted to get to what we were already speaking of, it says here, let go of the need to be right. Under those two cards, you have surrendered the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. This is what Venus in Capricorn is helping you to shift and see, to root it and ground it, so that way you're able to let your light shine. Okay? Why did it just get dinged out like that? So some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul in order to do this, because it may involve a lot of sorrow, pains, and regrets, which is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is really holding on to this energy that has already passed, but given reasons as to why it should still be, but it's something that must be released. What is the message of surrender for the collective to let go of the need to be right, which is also about wanting to have a reason why? Remember, Source gives you what you are prepared to handle. So there are certain things that must be shifted or released in order for you to make space to receive the why. Because if you're still holding on to that, the why will not have the space to enter your consciousness, because it's in the subconscious already. But in order for you to bring it to light, you're going to have to release what you already are aware of. It's like manifestation. You go into the vortex of what it is that you want to manifest to create more of that, and not so much what has already manifested, because it's already there. So let it go. Drop your shields. Drop those walls to make space to follow the voice of your soul. Message of surrender to let go. Wow, that was quite quick. We have at the bottom, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Very strong message for the energy surrounding the collective today, especially with Mercury in retrograding in the sign of Capricorn. We could be really seeing a lot of what has happened, past, present, and future. It almost feel like you're being forced to take it all in. But remember, these things are coming to your consciousness for you to evaluate what your actual responsibility is. Surrender your fear of change was the message. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation: I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. Now, the I have is connected to the root chakra as well as the second house of Taurus. So, this is basically describing I have the power to secure or to attain the security of my emotions through the understanding, understanding, and overstanding that it's your responsibility as to which frequency you connect to when something approaches you that makes you uncomfortable. Because it is all there for you to shift, to bring light to that which is hidden. Okay? Let's get some more messages here. Of course, tell me more about releasing the old, resting for the collective. Okay. Tell me more for the collective. You have your message of concern. Whoa, okay. Message of concern. There could be a lot of messages that are coming in all at once for you all that can even make you feel overwhelmed. But this is why it said to surrender to silence, because it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to sit on your throne. Sitting on your throne is the embodiment of following the voice of your soul, knowing that you're always divinely protected as you have the energy of Mama Universe protecting you. With great power comes great responsibility, and that responsibility is not abusing that power that you are or have been given by Source, the infinite creator, to be a part of creation. What's this message for the collective? We have the bridge, number 38. Release the old and rest so you can cross over into the next level. This is basically like life after death. The ability to connect to Anubis energy, which is connected to Mama Universe, or the divine goddess of love. Seeing with the mind's eye, following the voice of your soul. We have at the bottom of the deck, message coming in that's going to bring in wish fulfillment. See more with the bridges. The rainbows are huge right now for this message, which indicates happiness. And this is also part of the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is the use and action of your will that allows you to have this emotional fulfillment. Refining or healing those inner child blocks where you're unable to fully connect to the innocence that allows you to just be and to just create and to see every option as a possibility and not to step into the space of the illusions that can happen with these options. Because in knowing yourself, okay, with this 9 and 7 here, which would be 16, which is the Tower, this Tower moment that you're having is bringing forth harmony, balance, erotic experiences. And I'm saying that for this 5 and the 1 together, which could also connect to the 6 of Pentacles or the Moon in Taurus. The focal point for the collective, as the North Node is in Taurus, is connecting more to the natural beauty of this amazing planet. Okay, let's see what this other card is. Wow, 5115. A lot is changing for you all, collective. This is why you're being asked to release, drop your shields, let go of the need to be right. So this is almost like not allowing the Tower to fall. The 10 of Wands is the energy of when Venus went retrograde, because it was in the sign of Sagittarius at the time of it going retrograde, which was all about really checking in on what you are now able to see when it comes to the divine, the way it protects you, the way it's always there and guiding you, so that way you're able to go through these obstacles and challenges and see it from a higher perspective. You already know that mama bear is very protective, but not to the point of smothering. So this is also showing you where you may have smothered a situation or overwatering. That could be the Tower moment that you're having, what's helping you to release burdens through clarity and accepting situations as they are without denying the difficulties. That is your message, collective, and I'll see you next time.